There he is.
There he is. Let's see how long he stays. But
The disappearing man himself joins us. Oh, that's crazy.
this.
That's the gimmick, yo.
Friday Night Year. You may hear Cam McMahon. Follow us on the YouTube for same thing, same name. Friday Night Year, talking that wrestling.
You're with 3 R's, folks.
They should add the 3 R's on there.
Yeah, for real, because if you only search with 2, it doesn't pop up like that. You got to make sure you put the 3 R's in.
Be a New York nigga. How's your Pokemon Pocket experience going? Or you don't give a fuck?
No, I'm not a Pokemon card. I don't know. I could never get into like the Pokemon playing the card game. I get collecting them, but I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh Negro and a Magic Negro when it comes to actually playing card games.
Yeah, I mean, you play the same decks every week, so I mean, it's whatever. It's either the Mewtwo nigga or the fucking same shit Pikachu Negro. But here, just saying, shout out to niggas streaming that shit. We're here to talk wrestling, Wargames Recap, probably the greatest Raw in the year of
2024. Yeah.
Easily best Raw of 2024 happened.
But War Games was a thing, so we could talk about the women's War Games. I know Basha may have had a fun time with this fucking thing.
Yo,
I don't think it was bad. It's just Nia. It was just like being Nia, I guess. Well, I don't want to say being Nia because she got better, but it was just crazy, notable shit. Even Io was kind of botching. I don't know. I think it was just overall just a sloppy.
I think it was too many weapons. I really do. I think it was too many gimmicks, yo. You add too many weapons into the mix, and then it gets fucking. And they didn't follow the same rules that at least I don't think they did. Because I noticed in the men's war game match when we get there, it was only the heels that brought in weapons. None of the faces brought in weapons. And I think everybody was just bringing weapons in the girl match.
But I think
everybody was.
It was more or less like Nia had the chair. It's just like. Oh yeah, I can't hit you in the head. What the fuck? And Bailey just had to play real crazy. She was just
she had to sell some ridiculous shit during that match.
It was a mess. It was a mess. But hey, the faces win, like we knew they were. But yeah,
it's unfortunate though. I feel like the heels.
It was what it was. This is the one time the women's war game match didn't carry. So
yeah, but you got to think you also had both of the champions on one team, and that team was the losing team. I mean, neither one of them.
And one of them took the pin, which was also bad. So
yeah, Liv taking the pin wasn't ideal.
But if I had to give this a letter rating, because fuck the star ratings, I give it about a C. It was a good opener.
Yeah, I can agree with that. A C average, maybe a C plus if there were some really good shots.
You gotta see. I don't know how. I think Raw did kind of move the needle because you got Saturday Night Main Event with Io and Liv, and that's a new thing. And Nia doesn't really have anything.
Yeah, Nia doesn't have anything. We'll get Cody versus Crash Out Kev.
And then we got Dakota winning her match on Raw. So yeah,
I honestly, I think
he just got to call it quits. It was like, we'll see you next week, Bucko.
I think Io should be the first women's Intercontinental Champion. Not Io, Dakota. I think Dakota Kai should be the first. I mean, as long as she don't get injured, because she got bad luck, yo. Just all the way around. Dakota does when it comes to injuries. So.
Other than that, getting Natalya a strap before she leaves, before she retires.
I'd be forgetting Natalya's on the roster, yo. It's just so deep. The women's roster is so deep at this point. Like, there ain't nothing you can do about it.
For the one time, they all got something to do.
No, Jamel, sometimes, okay, this is a weird restream tick, but sometimes with restream, it'll block you out if you don't turn your camera on.
Well, you're going to figure out the hard way. Another strange development. Shinsuke Nakamura, your new United States champion. Do you feel that LA Knight has died down a bit with the crowd and stuff like that?
Are the yas getting a little quieter? I think so, if I'm being completely honest. I didn't hate this. I'm a Shinsuke Nakamura Negro. I honestly, I didn't think that they were going to take the belt off of him. But I didn't hate that they did like I thought I would. Just because Shinsuke used the black mist. And I mean, there's red, there's green, there's red, and there's black. And niggas always win when they use the black mist. When I saw that nigga use the black mist, I was like, oh, it changed my mind. Because I didn't see it until after we were done with the episode. But once I saw he used the black mist, I was like, oh, he might actually get that belt. Muda only used the black mist in matches he knew he was going to win.
No, I know the match was fine. I think that was the right choice to put on Shinsuke. Because I think LA Knight has to build back his stock.
I think we need heel LA Knight, yo.
Yeah, I think face LA Knight wasn't really getting over too well. Well, it was, but that was like Logan Paul.
He got over. He got over, but...
Yeah, but that was just like Logan Paul, though. Anybody can get over on him, so I mean...
Yeah, that's true.
I think this is good for Shinsuke's stock. Too bad he's like a, 3-time United States champion. And that's the highest he's going to get in the company. But
he's also happy to just get paid, yo, and go surfing.
This is two mid-40-year-old men just content on just, wrestling and getting money. Yeah. So that's fine.
I'm never gonna question somebody getting to the bag, yo. If Shinsuke wants to just do what he's told and fucking collect the check, hey, yo, more power to you. I can still go back and watch the old matches, yo. I ain't trying to have Shinsuke ruin his life to put on a 5-star classic at 43.
But he doesn't have to anymore, so that's fine.
The man's reputation and legacy is impeccable, in my opinion. That nigga carried a mid-card belt to the Tokyo Dome in the main event of fucking goddamn Wrestle Kingdom. I mean, nobody's done it since, except for arguably Kenny Omega taking the United States. But I think that was a co-main event. I don't think it was the actual.
The Jericho?
Yeah. No, that was for the actual IWGP belt. That wasn't for the United States one.
I'm talking Jericho Naito for the Intercontinental.
No, I was talking about Omega Moxley for the United States.
Okay.
But either way, no one has main evented last matched a mid card title in New Japan since Shinsuke.
And that's an accolade within itself. This is the third type of character Shinsuke has done, so we'll see.
They're all in the same vein, though. This is the one people have wanted. You want that Shinsuke that's reminiscent of the Great Muta. You know what I mean? He was there. He was the Great Muta's final match. They even did the Mist Kiss, which is it is what it is. But the exchanging
it is what it is.
The exchanging of the mist did happen, and so if he wants to go on a run with a Muta-esque gimmick, I'm not going to argue with it.
So we got I'll hear from your talks of this match, Gunther versus Damian Priest. What you think about this match?
I enjoyed it. I don't know if it was the placement that was weird for me, but I honestly think the Finn angle was a good angle. I really do. And that's not just me being a Prince Desert stan or a Bullet Club Negro. I think that low-key we are gearing up to try and do a Gunther face run. I don't know how it's going to work out, but it feels like that's what we're trying to do.
I think Gunther can always cook. Yeah. Priest has been trusted to cook.
True.
So I think it was a fair match. Finn interfering. As long as he's petty Finn, I'm for it. I'm for petty Finn.
Look, Jamel, before you disappear, turn on your camera because there's a weird restream kick when you go through mobile. It'll fucking kick you, fucking if your camera's not on.
He lasts longer than
got
most
it.
times right now. So.
Let's
Yeah,
try.
he did.
Ah, there you go.
There it went. There it went. I'm telling you, I've been using Restream for years now. I know all the little bugs that are just awkward. Hopefully, he heard that.
All I'm saying is with I don't want to say Gunther's stale right now, but I don't want to say Priest is stale either. I don't want to say either one of them is stale right now, but it's a reason you put Finn Balor in there. But is it a payoff for Finn or is it a payoff for Dom at the end of the day? So we don't know.
I called it episodes ago. I think we get a Dom heavyweight championship run at some point, easily. Maybe by 2025.
He is the number one wrestler at 30 for 30, so 30 under 30.
Yeah. I mean, Dom is... you can't argue with it. Something about when the mullet got longer and then the mustache came in, fucking, there's just no arguing with it, yo.
The aura. Aura for aura.
The aura is just there.
You gonna hang with us this time, or?
Look, watch, it won't cut out because the camera's on. It's a weird restream thing. I don't know what it is.
All right, cool. I'm in. Now I know.
I didn't know. Look, I didn't know if you heard me, though. I was like, damn it, if he cuts out, because I said it the second time, but it was like right after you fucking popped out. I was like, damn. And I knew that's what it had to be. I was like, I don't know. It's a weird restream.
And this is
thing.
Jamel, a.k.a. Eastside Reviews, the Pat McAfee of the booth. That's just.
I was about to say, he is our third man.
What's up? Yes,
so
sir. Just
Damian Priest.
I want to catch just quick thoughts. Women's War Games match. Good moments, but really sloppy. U.S. title match, shocked that LA Knight dropped that United States title. I was happy with that. And IC title match of the night. Now we on the Gunther and Priest, so I'm all caught.
We ain't get to the IC yet. We ain't get to the IC
yet. We haven't got the... But no.
Yeah.
I was asking, do you feel as though Gunther or Priest stock has dropped?
Have they cooled off a little bit?
Gunther a little bit because of the loss to Cody. I think that kind of hurt him the way that he lost, like taking the L to Cody. And then Priest, I think he's about the same because nothing's happened to really lower his stock, but nothing's really happened to elevate his stock since he had the world title. I like Priest. I think he's main event now, but right now he's just kind of at a holding pattern until we are done with all the Judgment Day stuff. That's what's holding him back. And honestly, same thing with Rhea Ripley and Liv. I'm ready for all of them to move on to other stuff.
Yeah, but it's really just Priest that's sort of in limbo in that situation, though. Like everybody else has other avenues with which to maneuver through. And like Priest is sort of like at a hard stop with Finn for right now. And like, I'm a Finn Negro, so I'm always going to hope Finn comes out on top in the end. But
Finn, it's the same with him and Finn. Like, they both need to move on. Both of them need to move on from each other and do something because, dog, this ain't... The Judgment Day stuff ain't it. It really ain't.
I feel as though that, allegedly Finn's getting a push. Allegedly. But
and I'm behind that 100%, yo. One of the best wrestlers that's ever lived, in my opinion. Single-handedly, well, not single-handedly, but changed the way factions were run and built in wrestling. Most of the factions niggas like nowadays, definitely, if we're not going to say there's not some Bullet Club inspo, and yes, I'm aware of the Click inspo that came. We wouldn't, without the Click, we don't get the Bullet Club. Without the Bullet Club, we don't get the Elite and fucking War Dogs and every other random bastard child of the original BC.
So, match of the night, potentially.
It was good.
Yo.
It was
I'm glad that I'm glad that Kaiser is getting a chance to shine.
When you get a triple threat and Sheamus is in it, it's gonna be good.
And here's the thing, you guys know I'm usually not like a multi-man match Negro. I'm not the biggest fan of triple threats or fatal four ways or anything of that nature. I don't have anything against them. They've just never been my ADHD be kicking in too hard to follow too many niggas in a match. It just is what it is. But no, I thought that this was a very clean match for being a triple threat. Like, but I think that's a testament to just having three niggas that know what they're doing in the match.
Yeah.
Like,
Sheamus in there, bruh.
Ludwig Kaiser played his part in this match perfectly.
I think Kaiser just gets it.
Yeah. Kaiser, I'm glad he getting his time to shine. Like, he's been Gunther's sidekick for so long.
When he cut off fucking Braun's run around the ring, I was like, this nigga gets it.
Yeah. Plus, he is in all of the shape.
Yeah,
he's just in all of the shape.
Sheamus is just like grizzled veteran status. Like, but of course, he took them potbelly jokes to heart, and I mean, he's back in amazing shape. Fucking
yeah.
But it was just like you know that fucking, if anything, Sheamus knows what he's doing without a doubt.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to in-ring shit.
Especially in just the many multi-man matches he's been in through the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Also him being a part of a tag team for so long with fucking Claudio. You know what I mean? Tag teams, I know tag teams are inherently multi-man matches, but it just sort of, and a testament to Ludwig Kaiser too. He was in a tag team. I mean, niggas forget how dominant Imperium was in NXT. Like, him and Giovanni Vinci fucking, the niggas was running roughshod on niggas all through there while Gunther was just fucking powerbombing niggas out of existence.
Yeah.
So it was just a bunch of, I think it was the right mix. I looked at it like this. You had the veteran, multi-decade veteran and fucking Sheamus there. Then you had the median tenured guy and fucking Ludwig Kaiser there. And then you had the fresh new guy that's got fucking all the potential in the world in Braun Breaker. And it was just the perfect mix.
Yeah.
Everyone
couldn't agree more. Match of the night.
Yeah, everyone knew.
As far as like between the ropes, match of the night.
Yeah, in ring it was usually match of the night.
Right. So you got the main event. Everybody wanted. You got Bloodline versus Bloodline.
R.I.P. fucking Bronson Reed's ankle.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Jimmy Uso's toe.
Yeah. They said injuries are temporary, moments are forever. So
yeah,
two grown men right here.
And that moment that fucking came of him going through that. I've never seen a table break like that. It
broke in 3.
Yes, it broke in 3. The 2 edges went out, and then the piece that was underneath this nigga's body was just straight to the ground. Could you imagine if Roman would have been there for that?
That's it. That's it for him.
It would have been a fucking.
I think setting the tone, and beginning to end. Tama Tonga just going in first and crawling on the cage, looking like a psychopath.
That nigga look like fucking the Vine level in Mario, fucking just crawling across that shit. I love Tama Tonga, an original member of the Bullet Club.
Look, man, you gotta stop this Bullet Club stuff.
I didn't all tongue low.
Why? When all the members are out here just doing amazing shit throughout wrestling, you got the infamous Tonga Loa. Kenny Omega's about to.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Kenny Omega's about to leave AEW.
You sure about that? Can it be safe?
Tonga Loa getting cut off to Jacob Fatu.
I'm a Kenny Omega Negro, so yeah.
Jacob Fatu just showing off in the ring.
Yo,
I gotta ask.
He sells so fucking good. It's not even funny.
He botched the moonsault, sold it, and it was believable. Like, I don't. He's like, look, I messed up.
Botch, yo. I honestly don't. If I went back and watched it, I feel like he did not.
He slipped.
He did not put
He
his
slipped.
Look, let my head cannon ride, yo. He did that shit on purpose.
Let my head cannon ride. I think that when he did the toolbox spot with Punk, I thought that was amazing.
Getting up, moving like the boogeyman. That was good. That was good.
Punk was the only babyface that brought in a weapon into this match.
Which I liked. I like that.
Weapons were brought in by the heel, and then Punk was like, "Nah, I'm getting this toolbox, nigga." And it's crazy because if you go back to 2019, that toolbox did not have the same meaning for crowds that it does now. You were not getting a pop for that toolbox coming out in 2019, 2020. It was groans of agony.
Yeah, we know what match that was. So.
Yep.
No need for a reminder.
R.I.P. Bray Wyatt, though.
So, by the
R.I.P.
time,
Hell in a Cell for a while.
By the time we got Roman in, and Roman cutting off Punk to bring in, I believe
Sammy.
Jay or Sammy.
It was Sammy. Yeah.
You know, shout out to Punk for antagonizing the Samoans. That was unscripted.
Yo, him just pie facing Bronson Reed as he came out was hilarious.
No, the hilarious part was Jimmy Uso egging it on.
Yeah, they're in the cage already. Fuck them.
No, shout out. Listen, the wild part was Michael Cole calling them wild animals in the fucking cage. That's
just slip that back.
That's racist.
So the trip. I mean, Saturday night's main event is coming up, so we got to go back to the '80s for something.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. That nigga, fucking Jacob Fatu was literally on the top of the cage.
Yeah, I was gonna say that nigga was standing on the bars like a fucking monkey, just howling.
And Punk just egging it on. I thought,
leave it to the white man to antagonize the colored folk.
Punk, whatever Punk favor he's gonna ask Paul, I think that's gonna be good for the story. I think Punk's in a very good place.
I've been racking my brain so hard on what this favor could possibly be.
I think it has something to do with Seth Rollins because, like you saw from Raw, Roman Reigns is now the center of the universe because everything main event wise is now connected to him in some way. And I think the favor has to do with Punk and Seth Rollins in some way. I just can't figure out how it fully connects.
What y'all get the War Games match? I give it a B.
I give it a B plus, yo. Fucking the whole.
I give it a B.
Roman being willing at the end before they took out Solo to be like, "Come on, hug me, let's get past this." Still in that moment, I think that's a move that a lot of people miss. But I feel like that shows like growth in Roman's character. The fact that even though that we are at the end. Fucking, he's still willing to give his baby cousin a chance to come back into the fold. So
yeah, I mean, with that story, Solo's been right the whole time.
Yeah, low key.
But now the Greatest Raw 2024. You know, it opened up with the Seth Rollins and the CM Punk. And you know, this was in the making for the last 2 years for the most part.
I loved it before we got to I love that after that we got to the whole acknowledging Sami Zayn's distaste for CM Punk as well. I feel like that added something to Seth's argument. You know what I mean? I wasn't sure if it was something because you know a lot of stuff that happens outside of the WWE isn't mentioned as prevalently as you would think.
I mean, they got over it. I think when Punk first came back. So
I appreciate Sami Zayn bringing up Seth Rollins betraying Roman Reigns because it's like, bro, your hands are dirty. And here's the thing, Seth has never apologized in the 10 years. We've never seen that. So there's another layer to it.
I like the way that Seth switched around. He was like, man, you had to put a chair in this nigga's back too. It wasn't just me. You had to do it too.
But Sammy had a better reason than Seth. Sammy should have brought that up. Like, I had a valid reason. You just wanted power. So
valid is I don't know. Valid might be a little bit
valid is in the eye of the beholder at this point.
Yeah, you sold out. You were a sellout. You wanted to be Triple H Jr.
I mean, the nigga got the belt.
Other thing I'm wondering is, how is Kevin Owens gonna get involved? Because Kevin Owens can't be happy that Sami Zayn.
Oh well, listen. We'll say that. We'll say that for the end of the show because the big three crash outs. I'm promoting something for that, but I thought Punk was swinging for the fucking fences at this point when they started brawling.
Yeah, it was kind of.
I love when Punk say it ain't about me, but it's never about you.
You've been thinking about me for 6 months. I don't think about you at all.
Which, you know what they say, being buried isn't when someone fucking talks bad about you. It's when they don't acknowledge you at all. That's when you're getting buried. So, I mean, I'm always going to, look, you folks run back the tape. I've been hyped about a Seth Rollins and CM Punk encounter since Survivor Series last year when the nigga came out.
I think this is underlying, like, one thing I do appreciate about Seth Rollins when he does get in a feud, whether it be Riddle, whether it be Cody, whether it be Punk, he makes it feel as real as possible.
Yeah. You feel
coming out in Dusty's polka dots, coming at Riddle not being able to see his kids, still harping over CM Punk over what 2014. What, like, keep that man away from my company.
But you gotta think it was before Punk had even left AEW. Fucking, we all know the quote.
Called him a cancer.
Cancer. Stay away.
Stay away.
Stay away.
And this was what 2K17 maybe 2K18 about something like that.
No, it was 2K22 because it was recent.
Yeah,
this when Seth started dressing goofy.
This was still flamboyant.
It's when he first started. Yeah. It's when he really started going into Becky's closet before he came out. In the words
Becky's
of
closet is crazy, but yeah, I did like this, and Sammy and Seth. That can be a fun little mini feud. That's pretty fun right there. I'm not gonna lie.
So, do you guys are we fairly sure? And I don't know. Maybe it was just me that thought this. It was Drew McIntyre that got it to Jey Uso, right?
I would 100% think so.
Okay.
I mean, I
saw a lot of niggas.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
On X, that we're still trying to figure out who attacked Jey Uso.
Shout out to the X nigga.
Yeah, and I just had to be like, I sort of feel like, even though it was never like explicitly said,
it's obvious it's Drew.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty obvious that it's
always Drew.
Which means we're getting we're getting a mini Jey Uso Drew McIntyre feud.
But yeah,
you know, have one of those though.
You know why we're here. It's in the background.
Not fully.
You know why we're here. We're in the background. It's
That's cinema. I hate the word cinema because of how often it's used in the wrestling community at this point.
Well,
so
I believe we got two cinema moments, and this was one of them. The other one was Roman and Cody at the football stadium.
When Biggie was literally left speechless, just that freeze frame of him, just his mouth hanging open, like he doesn't know what to say as his two best friends turn on him for arguably very valid reasons.
Yeah, you broke your neck. So what?
Kurt Angle came back from a broken neck. Stone Cold came back from
you didn't even need surgery.
Yeah.
Edge came back from a broken neck.
I didn't like that one because it was literally it took almost 10 years before Edge came back. It wasn't that long for.
We'll use Paige. Paige broke her neck. So I mean, there you go. Use that.
I mean, do you really want? Do you want Xavier Woods bringing up Paige to get people thinking about that?
No.
Yo, look, I thought that would have been the ultimate way for Kofi to be a heel.
Freaky ass nigga, you a 69 guy.
Just like we saw you tag.
Keep it X-rated like your boy Xavier Woods.
I will never forget. We have seen Xavier Woods and Brad Maddox fucking tag team Paige. That was
a dark era.
That was a video that exists on the internet.
But the transition
that core NXT Women's Championship.
This version of the New Day. This is what the New Day wanted to be in the beginning, but they started shucking and jiving. and not getting like merch and all this other stuff. They had to literally work their way at the bottom from being heels and just like getting in spots with The Rock, spots with Stephanie McMahon, spots with Triple H, spots with like everybody to make themselves as like comical heels, but still winning like every tag title imaginable, being primetime players, being like everybody. And they actually worked this angle from scratch, from not what they wanted to do, but what they were told to do. And now we're getting true New Day, what they really wanted to do since that Raw, where Xavier Woods just was like, yeah, we're going to be New Nation domination type shit. But now we come out of there twerking. But now just like, now we're going to be dead ass serious heels, which they wanted to be 10 years ago. And I think it's an excellent transition. I think this is the only way the angle could work, because if it did break up, Kofi would get maybe a more of a push, and Xavier Woods would just be stuck in the struggle, and Big E would just be like there. But
I mean, if Big E's cleared to wrestle, they're gonna push Big E.
Yeah, for sure. But I think Big E can still work College Game Day or whatever he's doing at the time, and these two can win more tag titles, because the tag team scene on Raw is very stale, because Finn don't defend the titles with JD.
Yeah, I like that they're addressing that now, though. I like
get them belts off of Finn Balor and Big Head. Get them off of them as soon as possible. Let's move on from that.
Get the titles on New Day again, and no,
because the New Day is. I don't want to see
whatever the fuck they're called.
War Raiders, LWO, whoever, somebody, anybody. Alpha Academy.
It has to be a face tag team. I do not want to see any more heel on heel fucking. I don't like it. I don't care for it. I just don't.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not the way things should be.
I don't like it, Grandpa.
No bueno.
Well, that's too damn bad.
That's too damn bad. They gonna get the tag titles.
They can get the tag, but look, there has to be a babyface tag team.
Fine, put it on the War Raider Negroes.
Yeah,
and put it on the LWO. Put it on the War Raiders. Put it on anybody who is not the Judgment Day. Get them belts away from Judgment Day.
Put on we lie, we cheat, we steal niggas.
Put it on Alpha Academy. Give Otis a belt.
Otis and Tozawa?
Jeez.
Put it on Otis and anybody. You're not hearing me. Anybody.
I don't want to
anybody
hear
but
Otis and Tozawa with the belt is fucking crazy. I low-key want that.
Do something with Otis.
Otis might just be a mid-card grinder for the rest of his life, but
they really did fumble the whole Chad Gable Otis thing. They fumbled that.
But we got All American out of it, like we talked about for months. So like,
they could have still did that though. That's the thing, is that they could have still had All American in some way, shape, or form, and still given us like an Otis, Chad Gable proper blow-off program. But it is what it is. It happened. It's over with. It's done.
I was surprised at the lack of the Wyatts outside of Karrion Kross's little mention on what they did.
I think so. Hear me out. If the Wyatts are going to do like not like weekly television, just like here and there,
quarterly television.
If they're gonna do feuds that actually like built around them, then that's fine. You don't have to wrestle every week.
That might be the best way to use them.
If you don't have to wrestle every week, I'm not asking for that. If we're
because the niggas that are in the Wyatt Six are all solid hands in the ring.
And I get all that.
And also Dexter Loomis.
If you're gonna make this story based,
but if Dexter Loomis would
story-based wrestling, then that's fine. Like, we're not going out there. We're not going to go out there and wrestle enhancement talent. We're going to actually do story based. Like, this means this, and this carries this, and this carries that.
But
they're making them an attraction.
Yeah, but
they're using them how Bray Wyatt should have been used.
Hold on, they're a babyface attraction, though, right?
I get all that, but when Karrion Kross is actually doing something on Instagram for the first time in his life, and it means something in terms of a storyline, then I'm for it. Cool.
I wish he'd save his
I'm gonna
head.
say this. Here's the thing: Karrion Kross, for the first time since he returned, I actually care about a program that he's in and am interested in stuff that he's doing.
Right.
It's working. So hey, keep it up. If this is the formula, like you said, Cam, if this is the formula of how they're using the Wyatt Six, which is just you build a feud around them and they're not on every week, I'm fine with that. Like, make
But I
them
do want to see
a featured attraction.
in the ring with niggas though.
You're gonna get that.
Go to a house
Not
show.
every week.
I don't want to do that.
When Raw's at 3 hours, you're gonna get them every week, apparently. So
Yeah.
I think.
And SmackDown's going to be 3 hours too.
Jesus H Christ.
Yeah, but you got to think. Only
That's
a couple
too much
more months
wrestling.
now till the Netflix. Yeah, but look, you guys know I'm a firm proponent of that. But I feel like Raw has needed the extra hour at certain spots since it's went away.
I think at first
SmackDown needs that extra hour.
Okay, Raw is good. Where is that? At 2 hours.
Yes, now at 2 hours it is good. When
The
they
main
first
event
did the
feels like a
split,
main event is not drawing like this last Raw that happened. It was perfect. That was a perfect Raw.
It was.
If I was at that live show, I would not be. I was like, this is amazing. I was at the Philly show, and the Philly show was good for what it was.
It was WrestleMania though.
No, I think it was like a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's when Jay lost.
Yeah, you did go to one.
Jay lost the Intercontinental Championship, and I feel good about that. Seth versus Sammy. I think that was a good match. It told a good story.
Yeah, I mean, you got two pros in the ring, yo, and two niggas that have niggas forget Tyler Black and El Generico went at each other for a good minute in Ring of Honor.
The Crash Out God came back, Drew McIntyre.
He did.
Drew.
It's not about Punk anymore, so I think it's about people helping Roman. If we get the Crash Out 3, which would be Seth, Drew, and KO in a little mini stable.
Look, when I saw Seth come out in the black fur coat to fight Sammy, I thought we were going to get Crash Out Seth. When I saw that nigga was wearing that fucking...
That is a Crash Out, but Drew is back. If we get this Crash Out Big 3, oh my God, that is going to be nasty work.
Yeah.
Yo, if they just come
and they're
together,
all justified to an extent of being heels.
Seth's the least.
So that's what makes it interesting. Yeah, Seth's the least. Kevin Owens is the most.
Yeah, Kevin Owens has every right to be pissed off at these niggas. Like
at Cody Rhodes specifically.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to Drew actually getting his get back on Roman Reigns because they haven't done anything real interactions in 2 years.
I was going to say, he hasn't had a shot at Roman since fucking Roman's been back from the Cody shit.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. This build to WrestleMania is going to be interesting.
I think we're going to get some type of 6-man tag. It's going to be some type of Cody, Randy, and somebody else versus...
Cody, Randy,
Cody, Roman, and
Randy.
Sammy. And either Cody, Roman, and
back, so.
Roman. Randy has payback on him too.
Yeah, I don't think Randy
versus Kevin, Seth, and Drew.
Yeah, but I don't think Randy's gonna get down with Roman like that, yo. Like I don't think Randy's gonna be jumping.
Either Cody, Sammy, and Roman, or Cody, Roman, and Jay.
That's what it would be. I think it would be Cody, Roman, Sammy versus fucking KO, Seth, and Drew.
If we can't book that, one thing I've been asking was who's winning the Rumble.
I think CM Punk.
There's two people that I'm thinking. It's either CM Punk or it's Dwayne. They're the only two that I can really see.
Allegedly.
I'm thinking,
hold on real quick, Afro. Big alleged they have no plans for the Dwayne.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, that works because see, I think either CM Punk or Dom. I think Dom.
I think Dom is getting money in the bank.
No, but I think, and I'm behind that. I've thought about that. But as I think about it more, what would get Dom more heat than winning fucking the Royal Rumble? than this entitled Nepo baby fucking winning the Royal Rumble and guaranteeing a place in WrestleMania? What would be more heel heat than that? This nigga gets... Yo, I saw a video of a house show in Mexico. They fucking hate that nigga too.
Yeah. I mean, he's disrespecting Rey Mysterio, and he's like Jesus in Mexico, so...
Yeah.
That's easy.
So,
but yeah,
I
me...
I do think the more believable is him winning the Money in the Bank.
Dom's the perfect Money in the Bank winner. He is perfect.
I feel like that's more doable, but I feel like if Dom won the Royal Rumble, it would fucking just total shock to the system.
It would be a sight. It would be a sight to see. But I think it's CM Punk's year. For like, he's relatively healthy. There's like, you got good story opportunities. And I think if CM Punk wins the Rumble, Seth's getting that belt back.
Hey, real quick. I hate to break this up, but got a quiz for you.
Oh, God.
Boy Wrestlers?
Why not a wrestling show? Why not a wrestling quiz? He named the... I'm not going to say 4, because 4 is like a technicality. But he named the 3 wrestlers that won the Royal Rumble that didn't win the championship.
Yes, I can.
Oh, see, I knew he could.
All right.
Obvious.
Let's go to 2008 with John Cena.
Whoa.
Yeah. See,
didn't win the
that
title. That
was the one that you picked.
Didn't win the title.
Didn't
Not the
matter.
title match.
He didn't win the title at all. 2008 was WrestleMania 24. John Cena. He actually got his shot at No Way Out. Lost at WrestleMania 2.
Hold on. John Cena has 1 championship. These people won the Royal Rumble and never won a championship.
Okay. See, you weren't being specific enough.
Reference.
Okay.
These people won the Royal Rumble and didn't win.
Yeah, that makes it so much harder. Because
one. I know one off the bat.
Yeah,
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
There you go. And there's 2, but it wasn't really a Rumble, but it was kind of a battle royal.
Wait, hold on. Are we saying never won any world titles or never won any titles at all?
Period.
Never won the main championship after winning.
Okay, because I was about to say Shinsuke's definitely won titles, just never the big one.
Shinsuke's the obvious. The other ones I had to think, and I was just like, huh? I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
How far back are we going?
I was going to say, are these
We're definitely in the 90s territory.
Oh, God. Then
Lex Luger, he was a co-winner of the 94. The 94 Rumble with Bray.
Lex Luger is number 2. Who's number 3?
Then, so going the 1990s. Yeah, okay. So looking at the 90s Royal Rumble winners is Hogan, Ric Flair, Yokozuna, Luger and Brett, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, Vince. So, and Vince won the WWF title. So it's besides Luger, we can't count any of those. It has to be people from the 80s. Okay. So 90 Hogan, 91 Hogan, 92 Flair, 93
you know what?
Yoko.
I apologize. This is 88.
Oh,
Jim Duggan and Big John Studd.
Big John Studd technically wasn't a Rumble.
His was a Rumble. Both of theirs were Rumbles. Jim Duggan's was a Rumble TV special.
I know Hacksaw was a Rumble, but they're trying to say like Big John Studd wasn't a Rumble. Whatever the case, it was like a battle royal or some shit. Like,
which is still a Royal Rumble. A Royal Rumble.
I don't know. The 80s was weird. Yeah,
I'm gonna take your word for it. I wasn't alive.
Yeah, you experienced it, Cam. So you're the expert.
You know, we're finding new ways to say I'm old, and I'm appreciative of it.
Don't get me started. Well, you want to talk about Happy Hour and Sade? Is that where you're trying to go?
No, I'm talking about. I got called. Hold on, the last show I got called Toby because didn't have a haircut. I'm like, what are we doing?
Damn, time out. What was Cam? Seriously, what was it like when the Goonies was a new movie out?
First of all, I didn't watch the fucking Goonies. So
you watched the Goonies, nigga. Quit capping.
You saw
Goonies.
Ghostbusters opening weekend.
We talking about the Goonies, the people under the stairs. It like what else? What else?
You remember when The Fly came out too, don't you?
I think The Fly's
Hell
before my
yeah.
time.
This nigga remembers the first season of The Simpsons clearly.
He was definitely on fucking the ship that came over, no doubt.
All right, come on.
And as always, he's a Hulkamaniac. Cam is a Hulkamaniac, it's confirmed.
Plymouth Rock landed on you, Cam.
That's fair.
On Plymouth Rock.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's not hate Hogan, please.
The joints are getting achy. You're at that age. I understand.
So how do y'all feel about back to
topic?
How do y'all feel about Jesse Ventura being on Saturday Night Main Event? He's going to be commentating.
How old?
The last time he did this, he's in his 70s probably.
Yeah, that's what
I remember. He guest hosted Raw in 2009. And that's the Raw where Sheamus won a battle royal to get a shot at Cena at TLC, which Sheamus won his first WWE championship. So he was good. Him and Vince did reunion commentary. They were good.
What? 15?
That was 15 years ago. Yeah, it was 15 years ago. So who knows how he's gonna be this. Like, he ain't watching the product. He has no idea what American Made is. That guy has no idea who the LWO are. He gonna probably say,
I know when Hogan told on me and I was trying to get the wrestlers to unionize.
Hold on. How many people's names do you think he's gonna get wrong?
He is gonna mess up an Uso. He's gonna confuse Jey Uso with somebody else.
Jake the Snake back in the day, and it's like, relax, slow down.
Where's Ricky Steamboat?
When I wrestled Ricky Steamboat.
Where's Steamboat?
Steamboat was the ultimate babyface. He could never go heel.
Where's Steamboat?
Where's Randy and Liz? Jesse, they're both dead. I remember there. I was there.
I was there. Yo, I was there. It's crazy.
I was there.
I was there. It's nasty.
Just Jesse Ventura standing over Miss Liz as she overdosed is wild.
I was there.
You gotta chill.
He's the one who said it to you. He was there. That just vividly popped into my head. Just Jesse Ventura standing over her. I was like, damn.
Luga was the one who was there. Now we have to move on.
Lex Luger was there.
I remember seeing that on the news vividly as a kid in like 2003. That was weird.
I was about to say, I was and I was not even 10 yet, I don't believe.
Cam, quick question. How cold was a Dynamite Kid like watching him in real time? Because like I only saw like archival footage, so it's like how cool was he?
What was it like when he actually came on the scene?
What was young, fresh out the box Bret Hart like?
I wouldn't know. I'm sorry. I wasn't a Dynamite Kid Negro, so I'm sorry.
I figured you were a whole Heart Dungeon Negro.
You know when Bret wrestled Bulldog SummerSlam and he was high on crack? Yeah, I saw that real time.
High on crack, yeah. That might be Bret's claim to being the GOAT.
Hey, Bret had to carry him, so
Bret carried a crackhead to a 5-star classic. That's some GOAT status.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to ask me about that? Sure, I got the notes on that one. So
Bill Goldberg couldn't do that.
Having the notes on the crack match is crazy.
The crack match.
That's the crack match.
Yep, that's the crack match. Yep.
So,
the power of baking soda at work.
Another question was how much of a draw was Scott Hall and Kevin Nash in WWE at the point they transitioned over?
There was a very big difference. They were not a draw in WWE, I don't feel like. But I also very young at that time, so like I can't super attest. But I do remember I didn't have like Hall and Nash action figures until they were the NWO.
Here's the thing, though. New generation, nobody was really a draw.
Yeah.
Bret was kind of a draw, but nobody was making money. Business was down everywhere. The Dungeon of Doom existed. So yeah, no. I can't blame that on Brett, or Sean, or Diesel, or Razor, or Undertaker. That was just a bad
It was
time.
just bad. Yeah, it just wasn't.
It was cursed.
It just wasn't. Yeah, thank goodness I wasn't.
Like imagine 20.
Cognizant for that time.
I was in kindergarten or some shit, so I had no idea what was going on.
With that, I know Jamel wasn't on last week. I don't know if I brought this up, but I do have my top 10 greatest heel turns in the wrestling.
Oh yes, we did. We did speak on
Okay.
that.
I got Randy Savage at number 10.
Okay.
Randy Savage turning against Hogan on at number 10.
Justified.
I have The Rock going corporate at number 9.
I just want to let you know beforehand, he does not have Dominic Mysterio turning on Rey Mysterio in this list.
No, I do not.
List invalid.
So I have Austin going corporate at number 8.
I wouldn't have that one on the list. I'd have Dom's on the list for that one.
I got Andre the Giant turning heel and on Hogan. And
showing his age.
Of course, you're showing your age.
Oh, thanks.
He definitely remembers that vividly.
I have heel Roman.
Vividly.
I have heel Roman at number 6.
Respectable. It ushered in a new era.
I might put that higher, but still respectable.
Yeah,
I got Seth turning heel, turning against the Shield at number 5.
I have that higher.
Them two together.
I have Brett turning heel on America at number 4.
Of course, you know.
I have Shawn Michaels turning heel on Martin Jannetty at number 3.
Jannetty, like a coward, tried to jump through that window.
Yep, he was trying to run away.
I got Vince turning heel on Brett at number 2.
Was Vince ever a face? That's the question.
When he was the announcer, I feel like he might have kind of been a face, but I don't remember those times like that. I'd have to have Cam attest to whether Vince was a face.
Yeah, Cam, what was that like?
And I got number 1 Hogan, obviously. So NWO,
of course, your boy.
Bash of the Beast 96. Is this a third man?
Yeah,
the third man to wrestling forever.
That's a respectable
no
list.
Bullet Club
That's a
without
respectable
that,
list.
though. Except for the exclusion of Dom turning on Ray.
No, yeah, that's a good list. Again, I wouldn't have Austin's on there. I wouldn't have Austin on there. But that's a good list.
That's fair. But listen, Friday night year. Saturday main event, not until late December. So
next week. It's next week.
Oh, it is next week. We are in December.
I was going to say December.
And deadline is this weekend. Deadline is this weekend too for NXT.
I feel
Lola Vice in the NXT Underground match, yo.
Oh,
give me that Underground match, bitch.
That's a lot of ass.
It's a bakery.
How do you feel?
It's a bakery.
I'm gonna say this right now. Obafemi takes Eddie Thorpe's place in Deadline.
Ooh.
Either Obafemi or Lance White. No, wait. Lance is the one who took out Eddie Thorpe, and Oba replaces.
I can see it.
We need an Obafemi comeback. So
yeah, I think once
Oba's taking that title from Trick.
I think they push that nigga to the moon.
Oh,
yo.
please take
Give me Obafemi, Jacob Fatu.
Yo.
Give me Obafemi, Braun Breaker.
Obafemi Sheamus, bro. That's gonna be a beater.
I'm ready for it.
Because Obafemi is maybe the greatest.
Low key, Obafemi Seth Rollins would go stupid.
Yeah.
Obafemi versus CM Punk. Just have him come up and start beating up the older guys, yo.
He just jumps Sami Zayn.
Friday night you're on YouTube.
With 3 hours.
You know, Africani 765. Jamal, aka Eastside Reviews, Cam McMahon here. wrestling. We're here talking about that. And also, I put some things on TikTok a little tiny bit.
Nigga be ticking the talk and whatnot. Got to get those reps in before it's gone, yo. Once January 6th hit.
Y'all niggas out of some fun then. Other than that, what y'all got going on?
Of course, the regular shit. Every Wednesday, you can catch me on the Blurred Cartels Roundtable when Cam's not too saucy. Thursdays,
now
you can catch me on. Thursdays, you can catch me on Casual Conversations on the Keep It 99 YouTube channel, where we talk about all the degeneracy and flagrant things on the internet. Fridays, of course, you can catch me here on Friday Night You're talking wrestling with these gentlemen. And then Saturdays, you can catch me on Make It Make Sense. Vibe, something flagrant, something inflammatory.
About aka Eastside Reviews, besides getting on the show, what you got going on posting?
Hey, posting. Gonna start doing some retro wrestling reviews on the TikTok while it still exists, and then probably move that over to YouTube, and then just chilling, movie reviews, doing shit like that, getting back into the swing of things. I was sick, fully kicked out, fully recovered, and I'm good. Wicked, I might see in the next week. Christmas break coming up, so
I ain't heard a bad thing about it yet. I don't fuck with music.
I haven't seen the play or the book, so I'm going to be lost. But you know what? I'm gonna have my best to enjoy. I know it's Wizard of Oz stuff.
It's like the Wizard of Oz prequel.
Wizard of Negroes.
Yo, what
with Ariana Grande.
The magical with all the
Ariana Grande getting paid 100 times more than her co-host, but it is what it is.
Oh wait, this is Secret Society of Magical Negroes.
She wasn't black, she was green, so of course you gotta pay her 100 times more. We're here, Friday Night You're talking wrestling. And then we didn't mention AEW night. And we're not, so shout out to Ricky Starks. Free Ricky Starks.
Yeah, free Ricky.
Free Ray Phoenix.
Yep, I was just about to say that.
Free Ray Phoenix.
Free Ray Phoenix.
Free Weezy, free everybody.
Free Powerhouse Hobbs.
He's doing some Negro stuff in there.
That don't matter. Come over to the big league.
He about to start the Mandingo. He about to join the Mandingo
Society or whatever this is. So, yeah.
You're an X-Man.
I am.
You're a mutant